Hello, welcome to City Trekker. My name is Adam and I will be your guide as we aim to find the right gear for the right task for you. Today we're going to take a look at the EVERGOODS Civil Panel Loader 24. Let's take a look. So the CPL24 is an amazing backpack, and when this broke onto the scene about 2 years ago, it was extremely popular right away. Created a lot of buzz on Kickstarter and was the first bag from an amazing duo. Before we get into the bag, I want to talk a little bit about this company, EVERGOODS. It started with these two guys, Jack and Kevin, who had a vision and a dream of what it might look like for them to start their own company together and create a line of bags and apparel. So imagine with me, if you will, the conversation that took place between Jack when he was at GoRuck and Kevin when he was at Patagonia. Oh, and let's pretend they have British accents.
Hey Kevin, how you doing, mate?
Hello, Jack. Good to see you, mate.
Right. Well, here's the thing. I like being here at GoRuck, but I'm not into knives quite the way that the other blokes are into knives, and so they're like, why don't you like knives? And I'm like, I don't know, I like pistols. I feel like GoRuck has created some amazing things, but I have a vision for something that's like a little bit less army-like, and a little bit more like for the civil people, for the mountain people, for the people of the people, right? And I thought, what if you and I got together and created a company together that we could make stuff together that would be awesome, and it would be for the everyman, and we could call it the Everyman Everyday Backpack Company.
Right, well, I like your idea. There's some good ideas there. And I do like being at Patagonia, but sometimes I like to wear things from REI because I feel like REI has some... The REI Co-op, yes. It has some very nice products that are very similar to ours. You might say they're completely copying ours, but it's a little bit less money at the store. So sometimes I buy a little bit of that things as well. But because the micro puff, this is very similar to the micro puff, but it's $50, mate. So sometimes I wear those things. I do like being at Patagonia, but I do have my own ideas too. You know, I like the way that we work together, where we brainstorm things together. Like we might go to the pub and have a beverage and be like, hey, what do you think of this idea? What do you think of this idea? And I like the way that we play off each other, and I like the opportunity we would have to possibly work together. I think it might be very cool, sir.
Right, and then we can create these, we could design 40 different backpacks and apparel, shirts and jackets and things, and we could design them all, make them all, and then release them all on Kickstarter. What do you think of that?
Well, I quite like this idea of 40 different products, right? So we should get an office space and a workspace, get it all set up, brainstorm what all those products would be, and getting them all organised and set up and things. But then we should only start with 1 or 2, right? We don't want to have too many products right away. And so we could start with 1 or 2 bags, a city bag, and then a mountain top.
Right. But we got to name this company something like the Everyman, right? We're creating goods for the everyman. So the Everyman Everyday Carry Everyone Company. Right. What about this? The Everyman Civil Panel Walking Bus Riding Mountain Climbing Company.
Creating goods for the everyman. I like that. Maybe EVERGOODS, something like that. It's put it together, and then we can have a really simple logo. It's like a box or something.
I'll create the designs and things, and we'll work together, and then we'll start it on Kickstarter, and then we'll sell 1 million of them or something like that. Right? Alright, mate, are you in?
Alright, mate, I'm in.
Good. Let's do it.
So maybe, just maybe, that is how the conversation went down. We'll never know unless we ask him. So let's get into this bag, the CPL24. It is an amazing bag, very simple, very cavernous, very practical. It's got a 50D PU coated nylon on the outside, really solid material. You can hear that? Just sounds delicious, doesn't it? We're gonna take a look at this bag and get into it. One thing I like right off the bat is that it's got a spot here for patches, so you can adhere your patches here at the bottom. Let me grab one. There we go. A little shout out to our friends at Carryology. Love those guys, love what they're doing. So you can put your patches right here with Velcro, and it attaches quite nicely. I like that, and I like to change out my patches over the course of the week based on whatever mood I'm in. And maybe I'll change patches over the course of this video. Keep an eye out for that. So you've got this spot to stick your patches right out front and Velcro them on, really helpful. You've got a very simple main compartment opening that we're not going to get into yet. On the front, you've got this side pocket. It's not a side pocket, it's a front pocket, but you approach it from the side and it's a very large compartment. And so you can fit like a book in here. I'll put my productivity journal or something up in the front here. Now it also has this this key hook. It's kind of a simple plastic key hook. I don't like the quality on this. And honestly, I'm not going to stick my keys in a compartment like this that's really better for books. I would like it to be in a smaller compartment, maybe like on the top, that doesn't exist on this bag. So you have the option to stick your keys in here, but I've not done that. And then these zippers are really solid. They're all YKK. This one I believe is an 8. And then you've got these big 10s on the main compartment. And I believe this is an 8 that's on the laptop compartment. So here you've got the laptop compartment on the side, and it's got this panel not immediately on your back. You've got a bunch of foam that goes on your back, which is great. And then there's a panel, a solid panel on the other side. And so sticking your laptop in here, it's very secure on both the front and the back. But what I don't like is it's not elevated at the bottom. And so it goes all the way to the very bottom of the pack. So when you set your pack down, your laptop is hitting the table or the ground. And I don't like that. I think this will hold like a 15, 16 inch laptop. I've got a 13 inch laptop. Let me grab that. So I've got a 13 inch MacBook Pro, and this fits in here pretty easily, quite nicely. And I'm not a big fan of side access for the laptop. I like it to have a top access. I don't know why. I think it's just habit, and all the bags that I've normally used have had top access. And so when I have a bag that has side access, it just takes some getting used to. And when I get into the office, it's just not my normal habit to reach into the side of it. But this does work just fine. And I normally will stick in like the part of the laptop at an angle like this, and then slide it the rest of the way in. It has a lot more room than this 13-inch laptop. So I think it'll fit a 15 or 16-inch laptop, maybe even a 17-inch. But I'm not sure about that. So this is great for a laptop of any size, really. But then it'll also work for if you're doing a water bladder that you want to stick in here and be able to drink some water on your journey. And what it does is through the top here, there's a hole really on either strap that you can run your water nozzle through, and that'll come out the other side of your strap so that you can use it if you're going on a long hike or a long bike ride or something and you need some hydration. It gives you that option, which is really nice. All right, so the bottom of the bag, not a whole lot going on, just a basic little bit of cushioning on the bottom, not a ton. And then you have these two little anchor points in the bottom. I'm not sure what you would use those for. You could stick a hero clip on here, or maybe stick a strap across for a jacket or something. But I've not really used those. The top of the bag has this handle on it, as does the side where you access your laptop. It has a very large handle. Both of these handles are pretty much identical, and they've got a little bit of like an aluminum strip or something on the inside, not a lot of padding, and then this 500D nylon on the outside. It's very strong and very durable, but not super comfortable on your hand. I wish they would have added just a little bit of padding to these, so it'd be a little bit more comfortable for carrying. So moving around to the back of the bag, you've got your harness system here. You've got no load lifters at the top, but what you do have is these straps come out a bit, and there's some dimension added here that kind of does almost what a load lifter would do, as it has the top part of the bag coming toward you, and it's using that space instead of pulling the top of the bag toward you. It's using the space between those straps in the back of the bag to fill that space right here. And so I really like the way that they do that and the way that they've set that up. And then these straps are pretty solid. They're a little bit thin, but not too much. And they've got some really good, fairly dense padding on the inside, but it's not too rigid. And what a lot of people have found is when they start using this bag, the straps are pretty rigid, pretty rough, but over the course of time they break in and they get even more comfortable with more use. You've got a sternum strap and different spots to anchor the sternum strap depending on your height and where you want it to cross. And then this unique system for locking it in place. I don't love this, but I've not found that it's gotten loose or fallen off, and I don't think that is going to be a risk. It's just a normal plastic clip. I prefer magnets for my sternum straps, and honestly, if I'm going to keep this bag and use it for my daily use, I'm going to replace these straps with a magnet sternum strap. But that's me. That's me. That's what I like. I like what I like. And then at the bottom of these straps, you have just these little nylon hooks where you can stick your thumb through and then use that to tighten the bag. I really do like that, and I like that these thumb loops are not too small. Sometimes when there's thumb loops at the bottom of the strap like this, it'll be a little bit small, and then once you pull it tight, it's a little hard to get your thumb out of it. But this is a fairly decent sized loop, really easy to get your thumb out after you use it. You may notice I've got a little bit of like dog hair on this. The fabric that is used on this attracts dirt and dust and pet hair, and that is a complaint that a lot of their users have expressed. And so if that's not a big deal to you, you'll love this fabric and the exterior of this bag. But if that's something that bothers you, a little bit of dirt here and there, a little bit of pet hair, then you're gonna struggle a lot with this bag, and you're gonna want to clean it off like every single day. For me, that doesn't bother me that much. A little bit of dog hair, a little bit of dirt. It almost shows that I'm using the bag, and it's like it's getting a lot of use, and it's showing its wear. And sometimes I like that. I like a patina, if you will, in my bag, of it showing that I'm using this thing and I'm working hard, and it's showing it on the exterior of the bag. So that is the exterior of this bag. Let me go ahead and try it on for you so you can see what it looks like when I'm wearing the bag. Fairly easy to load on. Clip the sternum strap in place, and then you can thread through. Super easy. Thread through the thumb holes here, tighten it up a little bit so it's nice and snug on your body. If your bag has sternum straps and straps that tighten up, or a waist strap, anything like that, you want those things to be snug on your body. It's going to help distribute the weight appropriately and be a lot more comfortable for you wearing the bag on a daily basis. You don't want to do the teenager thing where you're not using the sternum strap and you got it like hanging low like this, like whatever, dude. That is not good for your back. We want to use our bag properly. We want it to be nice and snug, not too tight, not like squeezing you, but we want it to be nice and snug. And the sternum strap helps pull the straps together a little bit, and it offsets some of the weight. So I'm 6'3", 180 pounds. This bag fits pretty well on me, except for one thing. The very lower part of the back right here, like it hits against my back and it digs in a little bit, especially like that's right where the laptop goes. And when there's a little bit of weight on the bag, it tilts back a little bit and it digs into my lower back. That anomaly of it digging into your lower back, I've talked to a number of people that have used this bag, and what tends to be the case is if you're 6 foot, 6'1" or taller, then you're gonna run into that issue. If you're 6 foot or shorter, most people have not run into that issue and totally love the way that this bag fits. So your use may vary, but if you are over 6'1", I would caution you with this bag, and some of the other EVERGOODS bags have had a similar effect with people as well. So now we're going to get into this bag. It has a full clamshell opening that gives you access to everything inside of the main compartment. Boom. So on the inside of this, you've got this compartment where you can stick like an iPad or a small notebook. But for the most part, this is just very wide and cavernous. A lot of space that you can use for your stuff. And then on the front panel, you've got a few different things for organization. You've got this top pocket for just small items that you want to grab. This is probably where I would put my keys and just daily essentials like gum and stuff like that. And then you have a larger compartment just on the inside of this that has this netting thing on the outside, so you can see whatever it is that you put into this. And so you can do like a notebook, or a really light jacket might fit into here. But for the most part, you have just a very large compartment that you can fit a lot of things into. Even though it's only a 24 liter, this bag has a ton of space. So this particular bag is a 2018, I believe it's the first generation that they made of this bag, and they made some very small updates and tweaks since this first bag came out, and you can see the differences on the website. The zippers on this are pretty solid. I really like the way that they work, really easy to move them around, to open and close. I've not run into any issues going around the corners of the bag. Sometimes you'll run into issues with the bag. I've not had that with this. So I really like the way that the zippers work on this. I like the just small accessibility of this front pocket. Like how easy it is to get into my laptop when I need it. I like this side handle where I can carry it like a big suitcase or briefcase. I really like how they do the straps attaching to the rest of the bag, where it kind of pulls out here on the main bag to the straps. I like the contour of these straps. It's really comfortable. I don't like how the bottom of this bag hits my lower back because I am so tall. And if you're 6'1" or taller, I would caution you on this bag. But other than that, this is just an amazing bag. It is extremely durable, will last you a lifetime, and literally has a lifetime warranty. So if anything goes wrong with this bag, if you're the original owner, they will take care of it, fix it, or replace it for you, which is just amazing. Hey, so thanks for watching the video today. I hope you enjoyed it and it was helpful for you at a very practical level. Maybe a little bit of entertainment too. Maybe it was a little bit fun. Maybe it was just a little bit silly, and that's okay. And I hope you enjoyed the patches that were on the bag. If you noticed how many patches I used today, you can mark those in the comments. And every correct answer will go into the pot, and we'll give away a free patch. We'll give away the Traveler patch. This is a cool patch. I really like it. I've used it on multiple bags. It kind of has that like hiking mountain look to it. So comment below on how many patches you saw in the video today, and not including this one. Actually, this one was shown earlier. But we will choose from the correct answers, and you will get a free patch. How cool is that? It's like getting a free thing. Okay, cool. Hey, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this review of the CPL24. This is an amazing bag, and if you have this bag or are getting this bag, let us know in the comments below. Would love to hear from you. Check out the links below and like and subscribe. Thank you very much, and have a great day. Hey, thanks for watching the video. I hope you liked it. Literally, click below. Click the like. Click the like button. Like me, say that you like me, love me, love me. I hope you subscribe to using good backpacks. Subscribe. Click subscribe. There you go.